Hey, what's up guys? I really wanted to do something kind of different today, and I thought why not just sit down and reorganize my makeup, because this is something that I've actually been putting off doing. I have a desk where I get ready every day and it's kind of building up. Like I need to just sort through everything, and I thought it would be kind of relaxing. I love to organize and kind of clean things off, especially when I don't have much else to do, and I'm on spring break right now, so I have the time to do it, and I figured I'll just film it, why not? So yeah, if you guys have cleaning, let's get to it. Let's spring clean together. I love to do my makeup in front of a window because I feel like it just gives me the best lighting. And I got my little mirror here. This is super dirty. It needs some love, okay? And I have my makeup brushes. I keep them right on the top with my little milk glass. The things I use the most I keep right on top of the desk. So I have like my favorite brushes. These are my face brushes, and then these are my eye brushes. And I don't have as many eye brushes in here because they're mostly dirty right now, so I gotta wash some brushes later. But I also like to keep like my most used lip products out on top too, so that I don't have to go like find something to look for. Like I just kind of keep stuff that I wear a lot in here so that it's ready to go. This one's almost empty, look at that, cool. But yeah, so I want to wipe all this off, and also this is a pull-out drawer. And then right here is where all of the rest of the makeup is that I reach for. I don't use all of these things like every time I get ready, of course, but this is just stuff that I do use frequently, or things that I want to use more. I tend to just stick in here. But yeah, that's what I've got going on. So I just want to wipe this stuff down. It's looking a little bit messy, so yeah, let's fix that. I brought you guys over here to my kitchen because I'm going to rinse all of these out. They just have like dirt built up in the bottom, and it's been a while since I've actually washed these. Nice and clean milk glass. Yeah, come here. Okay, so now my milk glass is drying, and I'm just gonna take all of the makeup out of the drawers here so I can wipe off these containers that hold everything. I got these at Marshall's like years ago, and they still are great at holding everything. So I'm just gonna really wipe it all down. I've got my palettes in here. These are the only palettes I have in my collection, I think, as of right now. Well, I have a few smaller ones, but I just dropped it. These are my tools that I use to open my containers with. Like if I'm at the last drop of something, these are the pliers that I always use. So, gotta keep those in here. My foundation little section. Foundations and concealers. I don't even wear all of these, but I try my best to use what I've got right now in my collection, and this is all of the face products that I currently have, which is a little bit too much for me, to tell you the truth. I don't like having this many foundations at once, so I've really been trying to make sure I use them. Haven't cleaned this off in a long time, and honestly it wasn't as dirty as I thought it would be, but I do see like buildup of makeup in like the tiniest corners here. Do you guys put a towel down when you do your makeup? Because I want to be that person, but I'm just not. Like I never remember to do that. I can barely remember to wet my sponge before I sit down and get ready. And these little organizers, I got them at Marshall's years ago, and they're in the kitchen section. Like they're meant to be little compartments for like, I don't know, cupboards and refrigerators and stuff like that. So that's where I got these from, and they were I think no more than, they were all around like $7 a piece, $5 for the smaller ones. So this is what I'm still using because I just love the way that they fit in this desk. Okay, let me show you up close. This is what it looks like after I have wiped everything out. And I put another bin right there. So now it's a little more complete. And here is all of the makeup that I had laying inside these containers in my desk right here. Now this is the stuff that I want to make sure that I use, and it's also slash stuff that I love to use. So I'm gonna go through it and sort it out, wipe everything off, and put it back. Ooh, this foundation is a favorite of mine. It's the Maybelline Matte and Poreless number 112. This foundation is probably my favorite. I really can't pick between these two. I love the Cover FX Natural Finish and I love the Maybelline one. I think I go for both of them equally, probably. I don't know if I could pick. To keep all of my cheek products in one section, blush, bronzer, highlighter, and I realized that I have more highlighters than blush and bronzer in here, and that's because I like to rotate through them more. I just love highlighter, and I do wear highlighter more than blush and bronzer as it is. Bronzer, I only have one right now in my collection actually, and it's this one. It's my favorite from Milani. It's called their Silky Bronzer and Silky Matte Bronzer, I believe, yeah. And the shade is Sunlight. It is the perfect shade for my skin tone, and $10 at the drugstore. It is just the perfect, best bronzer I've ever used. So of course I'm gonna keep that right here. And then I've got 3 highlighters, and I like all of them, so I'm gonna keep them all in here. This one is Bobbi Brown Golden Hour. I haven't actually purchased anything from Bobbi Brown in a long time, but I saw this at the store and it just caught my eye. I swatched it. I immediately fell in love with it. I mean, this color, it's really pretty, and the texture is, like, the pigmentation is there. It's a strong highlight, but it's not a frosty one. It doesn't make your pores look big. It doesn't look streaky or chalky. Sometimes I notice like intense highlighters can kind of make your skin look a little chalky. This one doesn't do that, but it still kind of maintains that intensity. It reminds me of the Amrezy Anastasia highlighter, but just toned down a little bit, which is kind of perfect for every day. So that's what I love about this one. And the shade is really nice. Let me just swatch it while we're here because, ooh, I love to swatch highlighters. So let me show you Golden Hour here. It's like a white gold kind of color, and the texture is really what I love about it. It's a powder, but it's not too frosty, it's not too metallic. It's just kind of, you know, giving you something special without being too intense. This one is just beautiful, and I really do like the packaging too. It's very nice. I'm gonna keep that there. This one is my favorite though. I gotta say, Fenty Kilowatt highlighters are my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite highlighter, I think this is it. And I'm saying I think because I love highlighter and I'm just going through all of the ones in my mind right now, but the one I really do use the most is this, and it's called Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. So this is the one, the Fenty highlighters that have like kind of a double. You could see I've hit pan on Lightning Dust. This one's my favorite, and it's more of a shimmery kind of finish. Fire Crystal here has glitter in it, so it's very intense. This one is much more intense than Lightning Dust. I like Lightning Dust because it still pops on my skin and it shows up, but it doesn't, it can look very natural if you want it to. It's not as warm as some of the other highlighters I have. It's really hard to tell in this lighting. I don't know why. Let me put you in the sun. So on the left side is Lightning Dust. You could see it's just kind of shimmery and pretty, and then on the right you could see Fire Crystal has like pieces of glitter. Do you guys see that? And then while we're here, this is Golden Hour. You could see how it's much more warm tone. It's got, you know, kind of that honey color. Hi boys, what you up to? You guys taking a nap? Okay, I won't bug you then. Hey guys, I'm back. I had to change the battery in my camera, but we are still organizing. I have left mostly eye products and lip products, but also some palettes. So these are the palettes that I have in my collection, and I don't have that many. I actually just have these. And I also have this one that Urban Decay sent me. It's the Wired palette, kind of cool. I haven't used it yet, so I think I'm gonna open this up and at least put it in here so that I can use it next time I get ready. And yeah, this is pretty much all that I really use. ColourPop California Love palette. That's got like my basic, you know, everyday colors. I want to wipe these palettes down because they're kind of like, you know, dusty. And then my Anastasia palettes here. This is the Jackie Aina one. Love this one. I've hit pan on a couple of shades in here and it's so messy. See how there's a bunch of like dust all over the mirror and everything? That's just from using it. And that actually isn't a bad thing. Like when I see how dirty it is, it doesn't make me mad or anything like that. I just know that, okay, it's been a while, I gotta clean it, because I am someone who will touch something and then get it on my clothes. Like I ruin white shirts. I cannot buy white t-shirts because I just mess them up. I ran out of Q-tips, unfortunately. I didn't realize that, but I do have these cotton rounds, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of wipe down the excess powder that's kind of like all around the edges here. So I'm gonna get going with that. Look at that, look at the after. I mean, it just looks almost like a brand new palette again. I love that. I use this one the most, so that's why this one's kind of really needing some extra care. All right, now look at the after. It's just so satisfying. I love cleaning my palettes because it feels like a whole new palette. If you've never done that before, it only takes a minute and it just makes you feel like you have a brand new, I don't know, start, I guess. But I do really love this palette, and as you can see, I've hit pan on a couple of shades here, my favorite ones. Let's just put them in here. I'll put these in there. I'll put that one on top because I use this one the most, so I'm just gonna stick that on top under the Jackie Aina. Okay. This is a face palette from NARS. It's a little cheek palette. It's really pretty. I love these colors. Sorry for the big mirror. Let me hold it like that. There we go. So the bottom is highlights. Well, it's actually the top, but these are all highlighters and these are all blushes, and they're really pretty. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna continue to use this. Alright guys, here's the top part of my desk, all nice and tidy. Look how clean it is. Yay! I'm so glad I have all my space up here. I decided to combine my brushes into just one jar because that seems to work for now. And I just wiped down my mirror. I gave it a good Windex, you know. There I am. So that's the top part, nice and tidy. And here's the inside. This looks so much better than it was before. It's nice and clean. I got some space left over. I didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, this is how everything looks afterwards. I've got all of my face products here. These are my extras. I forgot to show you guys this earlier. These are extra things that I don't always need, but I like to have them at reach. So I have my sharpeners. This is like extra eye products that sometimes I use, sometimes I don't, and then extra tools down here. Alright guys, well that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe kind of just took your mind off of things. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I wanted to do this so badly. I didn't even know if I was gonna film it, but I definitely wanted to get this sorted out, and I'm so glad I did, because just seeing it all laid out looking shiny and new, again, it kind of just gets me excited. It makes me feel inspired to use what I have and to just play with makeup, and it's just such a refreshing feeling. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you're all doing well, and as always, thank you so much for watching.